is that?
And no limits to civilization.
Hello? 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 Anybody there? Can you hear me? Hello? This is 2050. We have failed to address the ecological and climate crisis of the past. Lives are harder than we could have ever imagined. But humble hope exists in the hands of those who want to rethink development. Now is the right time to rethink and save the planet. Therefore, I'm sending you a mission. Hopefully that you will see my message as soon as possible. So please hurry up and save the planet.
Oh,
Oh, why are you?
I'm sorry,
such
I'm
a
in hurry.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
happened with you?
I'm having a mission.
Oh, what kind of mission?
I'm going for the post development.
Oh, okay. Good luck with you.
Thank you.
Careful.
Thank you. Bye.
Western development model in developing countries has always been unjust and never worked. The rich countries' interest has been to make poor countries look like them, ignoring their cultural traditions and knowledge that have been there for many years, and this creates the potential for opposition and conflicts. While most development thinkers are located in advanced countries, they fail to recognize the local knowledge and skills of people in the global south. Because of development, most people from developing countries are marginalized as being poor, lacking materials, and sometimes unhappy. Some people are forced to move and others are excluded in the development process. City slum dwellers are no more included in the urban population because their setting is no more complying with the city's master plan. Indigenous people are no longer have the right to their land and their knowledge is ignored. The environmental pollution is increasing due to excessive deforestation and industrial emission causing heavy rains, floods, strong wind, overflowing rivers, and landslides. Child labor is exploited to increase farms' production. Aggressive marketing of a lot of unhealthy products is taking place in the global south, and all of those are done for the race to achieve economic growth and progress. All the development has done is to help the industrial world, especially the advanced countries, to maintain the economic and cultural dominance over the rest of the world. Is this development what needed in the global south? Well, there is a need for another mode of development.
Reflecting on my mission, which was about migration, I saw the relationship between many things that surround us with the many movements of people and cultures that occur daily. The slightly analogy between the sea and migration was one, and how lives flow are created or uncreated movements. Migration is big news, big enough to drive the politics of much of Europe and the United States. Between the past President Donald Trump's imaginary but enormously consequential hordes of murderous Mexican migrants and the anti-foreign rhetoric of the Alternative for Germany, the French Rassemblement National, and the Brexit crew, to not mention the ruling parties in Italy, Hungary, and Slovakia, it may be the single most influential political issue in the world's richest country. Even politicians from the mainstream European parties are struggling to reconcile the liberal traditions they want to uphold with the threat they see across their shores. It is less visible in the developing world, but the fights over Zimbabwean refugees in South Africa, the Rohingya crisis in Bangladesh, and the citizenship bill in Assam, India have been equally fighting for those who are its targets. So the question here is how all of us as scholars, musicians, citizens of the world can step out of migrant-native divide and still leave room to study and theorize creative processes that bring together the interviewing of cultural influences? How can we discard the concept of heredity with its implications of a prior state of native purity and address the ongoing mutual interactions that unfold within migration processes? The British Somali poet Warsan Shire said, "No one leaves home unless home is the mouth of a shark. You only run for the border when you see the whole city running as well. your neighbors running faster than you, breath bloating in their throats. The boy you went to school with who kissed you dizzy behind the old tin factory is holding a gun bigger than his body. You only leave home when home won't let you stay.
Wow, the economy grows so fast.
Many countries are part of the growth-addicted economy that measure the success of their development based on the increase of their GDP. However, sometimes the growth are at the cost of the environmental degradation. Jakarta, Indonesia is a sample where the economic activity there has already beyond the ecological limit. Air pollution and traffic jam are everywhere. However, not far from Jakarta lies the Baduy tribes village. This tribe has survived for a very long time without being contaminated by mainstream doctrine such as economic growth or industrialization. The Baduy manage and preserve their environment based on the traditional practice inherited from their ancestors, by not altering everything provided by nature. It is their choice to be nature guardian and reject the modernization offered by the capitalists. They perform what is called community economy that sustain life and maintain well-being and distribute surplus to the community. Simplicity, solidarity, and tolerance are the souls of Baduy community. They have proven that growth is not everything, and social welfare can be achieved without necessarily continual growth.
Hey, what are you doing? I'm looking for something. Hey, come here, look. Okay.
Gender inequality exists in both developed and developing countries. Gender inequality in childhood, married life, even the workplace or career. These are manifestations of gender inequality that we have seen every day. In some cultures, most families prefer male offspring. They must determine a pregnancy if the fetus is female. No matter how many children they already have, the family wants a boy. In the modern family, the social norms for women have never changed. Women continue to be the primary caregiver in the family life, even though they work full-time jobs. Moreover, many women are expected to put their education and career goals on hold to raise a family. Furthermore, women joining senior management roles are restricted in companies or government. Although there are many activists and plenty of protests taking place around the world, and countless speeches against gender inequality have been made in an effort to narrow the gender gap. If we do not get the women on board, the economy will not grow at the desired rate. The ultimate objective is to reduce, ideally eliminate the gender gap, so that every girl, every woman in the world can fulfill their potential.
The human body is a tool that has been used for years to fight against oppressive systems and regimes, and the power that the body possesses is a lot. That's why many regimes have fought to try and control the body and what people can do with their own bodies. In movements like Black Lives Matter, Love Knows No Color, My Dress, My Choice are very important movements in history that have shown us that when all the power has been taken away from you, you can still use your body to fight these regimes and these systems of oppression, and to try and fight inequalities in the world and create a better world for everyone else. And our bodies are political. That's why many regimes try to control and regulate how people use their bodies, and how you treat yourself, how you feel within yourself is mostly reflected on how you treat people around you. If you treat yourself with self-respect, self-love, self-care, that is going to be seen by how you treat other people around you and how you make people feel comfortable and feel safe around you.
How is your mission, guys? It's finished. Yeah. Yes. That's nice.
Yeah,
Was it a good reflection?
well completed.
Okay. For me, it's perfect. Yeah, that's nice. So now, what we have to do?
I think we should send it to the future.
Oh, that's nice. See you then coming 20 years.
Yeah, sure. See you.
Hopefully we'll meet again.
Hopefully.
Oh.
That was a good work. Now there is a big challenge to put your ideas on the real world.